Hey, we're back. And today we continue with fractions. We're going to be adding and subtracting fractions. Don't worry, it's really easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So far you have learned that a fraction is a part of a whole that has been divided into equal parts or pieces. The numerator represents the number of parts being used. The denominator represents the total number of parts the whole was divided into. Remember, numerator are the ones that we are using now, and denominator is the total amount of parts. In order to compare two fractions, you have to look at the denominator first, and then from then, you can determine. Check the last video if you don't remember. Now we can go and add and subtract like fractions. Adding like fractions. So what's like fractions? Well, like fractions are fractions that have the same denominator. And those are the ones that you're going to be working with in this year. So look at this. I have two circles. Both circles were divided into 8 parts. Okay? But from the first circle, I'm using 3 parts out of 8, 3/8. And from the second circle, I'm using 2 parts out of 8. And they're asking me to add 3/8 plus 2/8. And they're telling me that the answer is 5/8. Did you see what happened there? Yep. What happened is that when adding like fraction, when we're going to add like fractions, you only have to add the numerators, okay? You're only adding the numerators. You're only working with the numerators. So when your teacher asks you to add fractions, you look at the denominator. If the denominators are the same, you're gonna immediately write down the same denominator, and then you're going to add the numerators. Okay? See another example. I have rectangles here divided into 6 parts, each one. Okay? And I'm using 3 parts out of this and 2 parts out of this. And it's telling me 3/6 plus 2/6 equals, you see, they put the same denominators right ahead. Okay? And then we add the numerators. We have 3 plus 2, 5, and the denominator doesn't change. Important, you have to remember that. What about the subtraction? Okay, the addition seems easy. See, I only have to look at the denominators and leave it like that, and I'm gonna work with the numerators. That's easy. What about the subtraction? Well, it's pretty much the same. Look at this. I had 8 pieces, okay? And I have to subtract 5 pieces from those 8 pieces I had at the beginning, okay? What happening here? Yeah, the denominators are the same and they continue to be the same, okay? As we did with the addition, it's the same. The denominators are going to stay the same. You see, right here, you have 5 pieces and you have to subtract or take away 2 pieces out of those 5 pieces you already have. How many pieces are you going to have now? I had 5 pieces. I take away 2 pieces. Now I have 3 pieces. Okay? Easy peasy, as I said. Okay, so just remember that when you're adding or subtracting like fractions, you are going to keep the denominator. You're not gonna touch that. You're not gonna do anything with that. You're gonna keep it the same. Just gonna practice a little bit. Have three additions here. 5 eighths plus 1 8. What did we say? The denominator stay the same and I simply add the numerators. Same with the next one. 3/5 plus 2/5, and that's still fifths. And then I have another one that's 4/9, or 4 out of 9 plus 2 out of 9. That will be 6 out of 9. Really easy, right? Let's do some subtraction. I had 5 pieces out of 8, and I have to take away 1 piece of those. Then I still have 4 out of 8. Then I have 9 pieces out of 9. I take away 2. I have 7 pieces out of 9. The last one, I had three pieces out of 5. Take away 2 pieces. And I have 1 piece out of 5, or 1/5 left. Good job. You're doing just fine. What have we learned so far? Fractions represent how many parts a whole was divided into. That's basic. You have to remember that. Like fractions are those with the same denominator. We're going to have 2 or more fractions and they all have the same denominator. They are called like fractions. And to add and subtract like fractions, you will only use the numerator and don't touch the denominator. And you'll be fine. And that's all for today, little kids. I'll see you later. Alligator.